Welcome to Customized Trading's webinar on how gap distortions are chewing into your profits. Trading is an exciting business and a very profitable business, but it's important to have reliable and good information to make your decisions on. It's hard enough without bad tools. So make sure to tune in to we have a whole variety of webinars. This one is one in that series. And let's take a look at how some of these issues are so important. First off, let's just do a quick overview of some of the common challenges facing traders. And there's practical solutions for these challenges. One is poor quality trading tools, and we have several different webinars on this. Another one is developing good risk management skills. The most important job a trader has is being a good risk manager. That is what keeps your account in the positive balance, and it's critical. Number 3 is developing good position sizing methods, because this is a critical aspect to risk management and to maximizing your profitability without exposing yourself to more risk. The last one is using multiple time frames to increase the odds in your favor. Every trader knows that they need an edge, and that's vital to their trading success. And yet, did you know that multiple time frames is the best edge you can get? Well, if you think about it for a minute, price action really is the #1 fact to trading. And multiple time frames done properly can give you the price action on 8 different time frames simultaneously in a very visually simple way. This is one of the most powerful things that we teach and cover as to how to improve your edge in trading. Let's take a look at an example of the first item of how tools can be a hindrance. If you don't understand your tools and some of the things that they're doing, you might be making good, correct decisions based on your tools, but your tools are misleading you. So this deals with the issue of lag. Now this is the E-mini Russell, and it's a dramatic example here on the 6th, and you can see that it took a huge gap up. It kind of worked its way up for the first hour a little bit, made a top, and then dropped really strongly for the second hour. A very big move. Filled the gap and then some. Now that's an extreme example, but it shows how aberrated the indicators are. This is a simple moving average, and see how it was going up for the first 2 hours of the market, and yet this, other than this little small upward move here, you're obviously in the wrong side of the market if you're trading this. This doesn't show a down move until you get clear over in here. Then the market bottoms here. The SMA, or simple moving average, is telling you the bottom happened 26 bars later. So you trading this, you're just going to get chopped around. Now the SMA typically is about 50% lagging. So whatever the look back length you're using, take 50% of that, and that's at least the number of bars lag. Now in this example it's a little more dramatic because of the dramaticness of the move. Let's look at the exponential moving average. Some people use that because it's more responsive, and that's correct. It's only 33% lag. But in this example, you can see that it still suffers with the same thing. It's a little faster to go up, it's a little faster to turn over, and a little faster to go down, but the bottom is still 16 bars after the bottom really occurred. Still, trading is difficult enough using good indicators. Why would you want something that's 16 bars after the fact? Now traders that are using archaic tools such as moving average crossovers and things, if they don't really understand the only value is you have to read the price action in relationship to those lines, and they're actually using the indicator itself, they're in trouble because the information is too old to be of value. Now let's look at what we've done. We have something that's much more responsive called our smooth price indicator, and you can see here that it's 6 bars. Now this is still a dramatic example, and so 6 bars, takes a little bit, but if we look at the price, we can see that we're on the right side of this trade from this point down. we're on the right side of the trade. Now as it crosses over, we're on the right side of the trade here. It crosses over, we're on the right side of the trade here. It crosses over, we're on the right side of the trade here. It crosses over, we're on the right side of the trade. So do you want to be trading from this type of information where you're getting whipsawed and you're not making the profit? Or do you want to trade from information that is more accurate and keeping you in the right part of the trade? That's just one example of poor quality trading tools, the amount of lag. Now, a lot of traders don't realize the amount of gap distortion that happens to them as well, which is a critical issue. So let's take a look at making trading decisions based on gap distortion problems. Here we have the next day, another gap, little different pattern. It kind of worked its way down to sideways for an hour, and then it took a big down move, a little bit back up, and another downward move. Well, we can see the same issues here, of course. Our EMA is the yellow, and our SMA in this one is the cyan or light blue colored. And you can see how long it took before it catches up. Then it turns over, and you're on the right side of the trade there. And in this case, you know, if you would have stayed in the trade, if you didn't get out in these, both of these lines would have kept you on the right side of the trade here. The smooth price, however, keeps you on the right side of the trade all the way down. You actually realize that there's a sideways movement here. Then it keeps you on the right side of the trade all the way down here, and another sideways movement as it crosses over. But more importantly than that, what this is for is we want to look at the gap issue. Now, even the smooth price, of course, all these were way off for quite some time. In fact, the EMA, it took over 2 hours on the 5-minute bar charts before the standard EMA was about recovered from the gap distortion. And the final recovery wasn't clear over here. So you have, this is with the normal EMA. This is the gapless version of the EMA. And see, those lines don't converge until like 1400 on that day. So you're talking the majority of the day was over before those values finally synchronized. But yet the value that's the most accurate is the gapless, because you can see here immediately at the gap we take out the distortion. We show that it's kind of a sideways move of the EMA along with this sideways move here. It crosses over and you have a downward move. So that's the gapless version. Now we also do a gapless version of our smooth price, whereas this one you see it's the green line. The normal version is here. The gapless version immediately goes up and it shows this move as a downward move the whole way. So that's a powerful move. In fact, the green doesn't happen until here. So that's by far the best example of how gaps can distort your indicators. And unless you have gapless versions of those indicators, you're not trading the pre and post market of this stock market, in this case the E-mini Russell. If you're trading the normal hours, then that information is worthless and it just gives you distortions that you're making decisions on. Now we have over 133 plus customized charting indicators and over 7 customized show me's and 38 plus customized gapless charting indicators, taking out the gap distortion out of your tools. We also have 29 customized radar screen scanning indicators, over 76 toolbox supporting workspaces, and over 57 different automated strategy workspaces. So we have quite an array of tools that are available. Now, thank you for joining us with our customized trading series, this one on lag and gap distortion and how it's chewing into your profits. So if you want to be a more effective trader, make sure to contact us. Go to the website, find more of the trading videos, or do web searches for customized trading. And thank you for joining us.